Greetings, beautiful ones. Hopefully, everyone had an amazing day today. Uh, I don't have a song for y'all today, but I feel like we have a lesson today. Freestyle inspirations 101. Teach them how to treat you. That was the message that I got today, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with that because I feel it's a lesson that all of us can learn. We can all learn, and it's like teach them how to treat you. Teach people how to treat you because whether we realize it or not, on a daily basis, we are teaching people how to treat us. We're teaching them what to do, what not to do. Uh, we're showing people what we allow, what we don't allow, and overall, it's basically as we teach others how to treat us, we're basically saying how we treat ourselves and how we value ourselves. So this our lesson for today. Teach them how to treat you. We're gonna start with the ladies because ladies first, no other reason. So I feel, ladies, that there is a such thing as teaching men how to treat you. Um, the example that came to mind was if you if you're dating a guy, if you're in a relationship, he your man. Or if you're married, he's your husband. Like this applies. It don't matter. Whatever. Um, whatever your relationship is, ladies, we'll just say it like that. Let's say every time this person calls you, you pick up the phone. Like literally you answer their call. There's not a time where they don't call you and you don't pick up. You're teaching that person, whether we realize this or not, that okay, I'm gonna always be available. I'm gonna always basically be at your beck and call. Like every time you call me, I'm gonna pick up. And the reason I say that is because there is no possible way that you can pick up every time somebody call you, like any of us. And I just use that one as an example. Or even if it's a guy, let's switch over to the fellas for a minute. What if your wife, your woman, your girlfriend, whatever, every time they call you, like for any little thing, I broke a nail, my tire flat, tire flat might be different. But still, every little thing they call you for, even to be honest, you will not always be available because, my thing is this. How you available all the time? Somebody ain't got nothing to do. And the way I see it is both of us need to have something to do, baby. We can't look in each other's face all day. We can't talk on the phone all day. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork make the dream work. And what are we doing if we ain't working? Whether it's a business, whether it's whatever you do. I'm just saying, like, come on. No one, I feel, can be available at all times. But if you fellas make yourself available, I'm positively sure you're teaching that woman in your life how to treat you. And that's the examples I want to give to people, just something on the surface, because everybody knows that everybody has probably been in a situation like that before. But even if you apply it to like your family, children, I don't care who it is, sister, brother, mama, daddy, cousin, uncle, auntie, you know, if every time they call you, let's say you're not necessarily answering your phone, but every time they call you for something, you're available or you make yourself available, because like I said, there's no possible way you will be always available. Like sometimes I might be at work. Sometimes I might be running my business. Sometimes I might be exercising. Sometimes I might be eating. Sometimes I might be in the bathroom, like whatever. There's no way that somebody can always be available when somebody called them for something if they're making time for themselves. Remember, I said that we teaching them how to treat us. So that means if every time I make myself available, whether it's answering the phone or dropping what I'm doing to come do something for you. Now, let me say this right here. This don't apply to, maybe if it's something that you're having to do to care for someone else. Because I've been a caregiver and I do understand that sometimes people cannot care for themselves and you're the assigned caregiver. So I'm not talking about that part. But I'm saying when I say teach them how to treat you, it's like frivolous stuff. Like people that just basically you're allowing them to control your life. And I know because I've been there before. I mean, I'll be honest and say I've been there before as a caregiver and as a person where I felt like every time somebody called on me, I was there. And it was like, Spirit had said, we ain't doing that no more. Well, you can do that if you want to, but you see where it's getting you. And that's the lesson that I'm speaking about today. You can do that. Like, I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm not saying anything. I'm using this as a general, reading about teaching people how to treat us. You know what I mean? Because it's serious. And what we have to understand is that nobody treats you a certain way for no reason. That's what I'm getting to. You're giving them a reason. You're allowing, you're accepting or whatever it is. So by allowing people to do this, by allowing yourself to be available all the time or people to have access to you, what's going to happen or what is happening is you're allowing people to overstep boundaries with you, or they basically think you're going to be at their beck and call, like I said. But that's something you allow, because one thing about it is people can't do what you don't let them do. That's why I said we teach them how to treat us. A person cannot do what you don't allow them to do. I don't care if it's even your employer. Like if you have, and I've heard situations where people have off days and then their employer always calls them in and they go. I'm like, it's your off day, baby. Hold on. You don't need rest? You don't need an off day? It's an off day for a reason. Just saying. But, so it does not matter where this person fits in your category, the category of your life, or even if it's, like I said, an employer, or even with your business. If you've hired people to run certain things in your business and you've hired the proper people, they shouldn't be calling you all the time for everything, or you might as well just go and do everything yourself, but, whatever. Teamwork, make the dream work. So, like I said, you're basically telling people how to treat you. You're teaching people how to treat you when we allow certain things. And the lesson that I feel that we all can learn from this is placing yourself first is absolutely important. Prioritizing your life, your needs, your desires, what you have going on. I do not care if you just want to sit down and watch TV. If that's your thing, do it. I don't care if you want to take a walk, if you want to do nothing, meditate, I don't know, pray, whatever. What I'm saying is everyone has the right to do that. You don't have to be at someone's beck and call at all times. Teaching them how to treat you is basically teaching yourself how you want to be treated. If you look at it from the flip side, you're teaching yourself how you want to be treated as well. It's not just about how that person is treating you. It's about how are you treating yourself? What are you allowing? Because, if I drop everything every time somebody calls me, I'm not loving myself first. I'm not practicing self-care, because I'm telling you, as a human being in this vessel, we get tired. We can quit playing like we don't, because we do. And we require rest. But even outside of that, we should be able to just relax and do what we want to do and not always have to be of service to someone else. I don't really care what your occupation is or any of that. You know what I mean? You should just be allowed to rest, and you have to know that for yourself, which moves me into, the last part. Teaching people how to treat you. What we have to understand is that a lot of us are, we're loving, we're kind, and we overdo it sometimes. We overextend that kindness. But what we have to know is that everybody is not going to reciprocate it, for one. Everyone is not going to reciprocate what you're doing, as well as everyone is not going to extend that same kindness. What I mean is some people gonna manipulate. Some people gonna play games. Some people are going to take your kindness for weakness. That is exactly what I mean when I say that. That's why it's important that we teach people how to treat us. You cannot teach someone how to treat you until you first know yourself how you want to be treated. You have to know first how you want to be treated. How do you want to be treated? Like, do you want to be loved? Do you want somebody to manipulate you? Do you want them to dog you out? Just saying. If that's your thing, then that's your thing. But if you know you're a person that does not want to be used and abused, and you want people, even if they're not necessarily doing something horrible to you, you want people to reciprocate. Just reciprocate. If I come in, take you to the grocery store, auntie, or whatever, when I call or when I say I'm tired, I just want you to be understanding of that. That's just teaching people that I'm not always going to be here, but that's okay. When I can do it, I'm going to do it. But when I can't, I'm not. Because you don't want people to see you being so kind, speaking from experience, that they overstep. Because what happens is, I always say it's two sides now. We got to balance this thing out. Even if somebody oversteps, how they overstep if you ain't let them overstep? Come on now. I'm just saying. Been there, done that. How are they overstepping or treating you wrong, or however you see it, if you're not allowing them? Like I said, a people, person, place, whatever, thing, whatever. They can't do it if you don't allow them. So that's the lesson I feel like that we have for today, because, if we've done it in our past, like I have, I know that I've learned from that experience. If you're doing it right now in your future, it's not, if you're doing it right now in your present, it's not to say, to beat up on anybody or anything like that, because we've all did some things, and experienced some things. It's all about these lessons in life. It's all about that. But it's like, if you see that now, like if you look at your life and you see that you're overextending and you're doing too much, it's like, okay, hold on. Let me just check that, because it's never too late. I don't feel like it is. Now, I'll say this. People ain't gonna like it. Like, if you've been doing that all the time and then you stop, they ain't gonna like that. But you know what? I ain't even here for the likes. Whatever. I'm not here for the likes. That's on you. You see that how you see it. I'm just encouraging us to be here for ourselves, to show up for ourselves more. And a part of that is teaching people how to treat us. So if you look at your life and you feel that some adjustments can be made, get like Nike and just do it, whatever. If people are upset, that's fine. Hopefully y'all will get over it. If they family or somebody, and, if they're not, maybe they were not intended to continue that journey with you if they can't understand what you're saying and what you're going through and how you feel about the treatment that they're giving and the treatment that you're allowing. I always say, and I'm going to end on this note, those that mind don't matter. Those that matter don't mind. I hope I said something to inspire you on your journey of teaching them how to treat you. I know that I was inspired today by this, because I've been there and I know that it was helpful to me, because, even when you've healed from something and you've learned a lesson, the overall importance of that is to not repeat it. So, if you forget it, you might slip up in it again, and we don't want to do that. So I hope that I said something to inspire someone just to take a look at their life, make adjustments where they're needed, and, whatever. But either way, I am sending you love, light, and peace, and hoping that everything goes great. And until next time we meet, namaste.